who buy their products. It is a great opportunity because African music, movies, culture influence here, and American music culture, Black American music culture influence there. There's a lot of commonality, and there's a lot of opportunity to align, both for getting what is needed, creating wealth, but also just feeling that there is commonality and there is support everywhere in the world.
And in that alignment, Edmond, as an academic, how are you seeking, how do you want us to relate to Africa with fellow academics in which the whole can become greater than the sum of our often disparate parts?
Yes, thank you. That's such a great question. You know, everything policy, everything that we see, you know, emanates from academia, people thinking about it, and then, you know, finding the best ways of how the most efficient way, the most effective way of actually applying that knowledge. And so out here in the diaspora here, you know, we have about, what, close to $2 trillion, I mean, African diaspora. You have the African continent, which is essentially, you know, green in terms of its, you know, the potential for investment. And the value added when you invest money in Africa on elevating the people is actually way more, you know. Here in the US, for instance, you know, my area of expertise, we spend about $14,000 in healthcare per person per year. In Africa, that value is about between $85 to about $135. Yet, the continent needs hospitals. Yet, the continent needs a research such that the next drugs can be developed there. So, if academic disciplines here in our HBCUs can collaborate with academic disciplines in Africa to not make it be a haphazard process, to actually develop how do you take this money, what is the enabling environment that you need to create in the continent to make this a win-win, you know, so that when somebody wants to go to Africa and invest, for instance, I'm not reaching out to the virtual capitalist, I'm going to the same place, the HBCUs here, and then to the African continent where I can get some faculty there to say, hey, what is the best way? Where should I invest my money in order to actually, one, get the return on the investment, but two, add value? And these are the things that we need.
And Edmond, in that investment, for example, in healthcare and this express train AI, is there an opportunity and is there a danger that Black and brown people will not be included in those models of healthcare AI that will not only work for us, but they may work against us?
Absolutely. I mean, this is something that we've been thinking through. Remember that AI depends on what? The training data set and the validation data set. If you actually take information that you put into the AI, and that information doesn't include the people in the continent, then you're going to get faulty things, right? There is one area in biology which we're already seeing that now, in terms of genetic variability. Africa has the most genetic diversity in the whole world combined. I mean, and it makes sense because that is where humanity emanated. So, but if you look at clinical trials in medicine, in cancer care, all the breakthroughs, there are only 5% or less of clinical trials that actually are done in Africa. And so with that, when you develop drugs here, so no wonder some of the drugs don't work in not only people in Africa, but also the people, all of us here in this room, because we were not included in the training data set for whatever drugs, and so AI is going to be the same.
So there's maybe an opportunity, an opportunity there with this AI race